I'm Scott. I have a 2001 Toyota Camry that I needed to change the fuel filter, and here's some tips on doing that. The replacement filter is that I got was a Wix. The tools it takes to change it out are 19, 17, and 14 millimeter wrench, but you're also going to want a 9/16 tube wrench like this. That makes it a lot easier to get the bottom nut freed up so you don't strip it. Mine was really tight, and this really helped the tool like that. Where it's located is back here behind the air filter and underneath the master cylinder brake stuff, and right there is the top nut, and I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but down in there. So it's really tight to get to. Took a lot of work to do it. It's not a fun job. There's hardly any room in there to wiggle room. What I ended up doing was to get the bottom nut off. I ended up jacking the car up, and so I could get up underneath there a little bit. There's a little more room underneath, but basically you want to. I started with the lower nut because that was kind of the harder nut to get to and get any torque. So if you can't get the the bottom one nut loose, then you might as well even try to get the top one off. Alright, so I got the bottom one loose finally using that tubing wrench. A 14 millimeter and 9/16 is right about the same size, so that worked out good. You need to use the backup wrench because you'll look on this filter here when I was taking it off, I wasn't using the backup wrench, and that I really kinked the nut over on the filter. So use that backup wrench. It's hard to get both hands down there. It'd work a lot better if you could get another person to help you, one to hold it from maybe the bottom and one to get on top. And that's about how that worked. One other thing, it's hard to get any leverage with this 14 millimeter wrench, so you may have to go ahead and put two wrenches together so that you can get put two wrenches together back in there like this so you can get some torque. I mean, it's a really tight spot, so mine hadn't been changed in a very, very long time, so I had to put an extension on here like that so I could get a little bit of extra torque. Alright, and other than that, you're just going to need a lot of patience. Be careful when you do take this top nut off. There's going to be two washers. There's going to be two brass washers. One that's going to go on the top and one that's going to go on the bottom. When you buy a new filter, it's going to come with those two new brass washers, but just be careful and make sure you pay attention when you take that top nut out. The orientation. One goes below the line and one goes above the line, the nut. And just pay attention to that. Other than that, it just takes a lot of patience. It is really jammed in there. Well, good luck. I got mine. It took me almost 2 hours fiddling with it, because one thing is once you do get the top and bottom nuts off, and you got to loosen up the filter bracket to get the filter out. In order for me to get the filter back in, I did have to remove the filter bracket holder that's attached to the fender wall in order to get the bottom nut line, or the bottom, to attach the bottom inlet line to the filter. I just could not get it any other way. So it's hard to get to those they're two 10 millimeter nuts, and you got to use a little socket to get those out. But I had to remove the bracket to get that done. And as soon as I got that done, everything worked out, went back fine. So good luck with that, and hope this was helpful.